We're now with the Sports Authority. If you could introduce yourself and your colleagues and then make whatever presentation you'd like to make regarding the budget.
I'm Monica Faulknesson, Interim Director of the Sports Authority. To my left is our Chairman, J.D. Elliott. To my right is Sean Henry, President and COO of the Nashville Predators and Bridgestone Arena. And to his right is Walter Overton, General Manager of LP Field. And J.D. is going to begin with some comments.
Okay. The board for the Sports Authority continues to oversee Bridgestone and LP Field and the Titans. We have a great relationship going with these both facilities, and we're doing everything as a board that we can to make them attractive to the citizens of Nashville and the people outside to come. We've been very excited about all the new events that they have brought to the city of Nashville. As I said, we have very positive relationships with having Sean here today and having Walter here, and of course their staffs back at both their organizations work very effectively with the Sports Authority, and our board is connected very well with them. And I think that if I had to rate them, their leadership and the staff they work with, I'd give them an excellent because of the way they've coordinated and worked in the past 2 years with us, and things are going very well. We did have an event that occurred, untimely death of Emmett Edwards during the past year, which created some questions for us. But we had Monica on board, who has been there for quite some time, and she was made interim director to keep things going very smoothly, and has done a great job. Her work has been excellent, and I think that she has worked well with both Walter and Sean and Bridgestone and LP Field. And I don't know if y'all realize this, but that's the second time that she's been in that interim director's role at the Sports Authority. This was not the first time. And so Monica's going to be presenting our numbers today and talk a little more about things that have happened at the two locations this past year. So Monica, you want to proceed with that?
Well, Mayor, we appreciate the opportunity to discuss our year and our budget with you. The mission of the Sports Authority is simple. We want to improve, maintain, repair, and operate our professional and sports and entertainment facilities, Bridgestone Arena and LP Field, in order that they would maintain first-class venues that attract first-class events for our community, for our state, for our nation, and even for the world. And as J.D. mentioned, we've had a great year. You know, we did lose our friend Emmett Edwards this fall. He loved Nashville so much and was such a great champion and promoter of the city, and he's missed by so many people. As for our accomplishments this year, we're really thankful for the opportunity to just focus on improving our buildings, making the facilities better. At the beginning of the fiscal year, $26.8 million of upgrades were completed at LP Field in time for football season, and those were funded through the seat user fee. The 12 new elevators, over 800 speakers for distributed sound, new ribbon boards, and what I hear the most comments on are the video boards that are the largest outdoor boards in the NFL, and they're being enjoyed not just by Titans fans, but by fans of Tennessee State University, the Music City Bowl teams.
They've been on recently. I've enjoyed them from the bridge. Looking
There's a lot of electricity over the past few weeks. I agree with you.
But soccer fans as well, the CMA Music Festival, there's so many people that have had an opportunity to enjoy the upgrades. And as Chairman Elliott said, you know, the Titans have done a great job of opening the facilities to different events. This fall they had a junior pro football jamboree that was attended by more than 2,000 parents and kids. And of course the Mayor's Field Day, now an annual event, and just around the corner on May the 4th. So we just really appreciate the job that you all are doing.
Thank you.
Also at the arena, you're putting the final touches on over $6 million worth of energy saving up improvements, and those have been funded mostly from federal grants, and we're really excited about those. Those improvements have gone towards HVAC upgrades and improvements, lighting upgrades, a dehumidification project, which was really important because it also improve the quality and the condition of the ice, and some other projects that have just made the arena more comfortable for visitors and for performers and fans, but have also allowed the building to use its energy more efficiently. So we're excited about that. The creation, implementation of the capital improvement fee, self-funding mechanism that's going to allow us to address a lot of the capital needs of the arena. And so we're looking forward to that. And then also, we're just so pleased to announce that we've completed the installation of 8 solar-assisted electric vehicle charging stations at LP Field over in Lot E. And we've really worked hard over the last year with Oak Ridge National Laboratories and the Department of Energy to complete that project. And we believe it's so important and such a great benefit to the city, and really hope that people, residents with electric vehicles will come on out and use them. At this point, they're still free. The fee is being waived, the membership fee. So it's just a great opportunity that we hope that the community will take advantage of. And of course, the reason that these upgrades and improvements at both the stadium and the arena are so important is because when the facilities are in first-class condition, then they're able to attract first-class events. And events like the SEC men's basketball tournament that we just hosted a couple of weeks ago, next year's women's Final Four that we're so excited about, again, U.S. Soccer, the Grammy nominations, and so many other big shows that are coming to our facilities. And so we're really proud of the job that Sean and Jeff and their staff have done over at the arena. Bridgestone now has a 3-year average as the 9th busiest venue in the country. They received a Polestar nomination earlier this year for Arena of the Year. Their Vice President of Booking, David Kells, was nominated for Facility Executive of the Year. And so they just continue to do a great job bringing events, hosting events, and a variety of shows, and everything from Justin Bieber to NCAA basketball to Eric Clapton, WWE, Sesame Street. There's really something for everyone. And they're not only bringing in the events, but they're selling them out. And Sean had shared that the Beyonce concert sold out in about 15 minutes, I think he said. So we're just...
How fast did Justin Bieber sell out?
About 14 minutes. 14 faster.
We're going to dump that without bringing up Justin Bieber. You don't like Justin Bieber? Not a big fan.
He was in line. He saw.
I didn't get my tickets because I was 15 minutes into trying to get them. That's why I'm upset.
Well, I couldn't comment on that. Go
So, but really, we're excited about all of the successes, all of the things that are going on at the arena. The fans and the visitors who continue to come out and enjoy the venue, and we're excited as we anticipate the opening of the Music City Center and the enhancements and the improvements that will be done to the south entrance of the stadium, or of the arena. We're looking forward to that.
And when does that get started, actually?
Sean, you want to take that one?
Yeah, we're finishing the design right now. We should be done with that. I think April 2nd or 3rd, we'll present that design packet to the Sports Authority Board, get any input that we need to alter or change, then we'll budget off of that. But then demo work is probably going to start as early as late April or early May. So it'll start almost right away, right on top of the playoffs and the CMT and the CMAs, but it'll work right in hand with it. But it's going to be spectacular.
Might be after May 20th that we start any demoing.
It'll be internal demo. There's certain physical plan things we have to move before we start any external.
Although you got to say, they've earned it. They lived through a major construction project across the street.
A few years ago, but it was pretty painless for us. It was an amazing coordination.
And the goal there is to finish sort of
as close as you can to the beginning of the season, right?
That's right. When you look at that new campus that we've all talked about, we want that coming online at the same time.
Right.
And it really uniting October 1st or so, give or take a few weeks. Some things a little bit earlier, some things a little bit later. But so now you're working with the campus right on through Broadway. It's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah,
so
that's
thank
great.
you for really putting it together and letting us use the MCC's construction team because they're incredible.
Oh, good.
Good.
Regarding our department budget for FY14, we have submitted a budget with a 2% reduction. Our board has additionally requested 2 improvements. The first is a $30,000 increase in compensation for the new executive director, and as you know, that search is well underway, and so the board is seeking to bring that salary range in line with comparable positions. And secondly, a $12,000 to cover our stormwater utility fees at LP Field. So other than that, it's a real status quo budget. On behalf of the board, I would just like to thank you for your support of our facilities and for the events that they bring. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to.
I think the point you made, that it's both with Bridgestone and LP Field, I mean, it's certainly in the city's interest to see those buildings maintained and at the highest level possible, and to make them attractive so that folks want to come to there, but also that events want to take place there. I mean, both buildings have anchor tenants, but obviously attract soccer, concerts, other things that enhance the quality of life here, but also are significant revenue producers for the city. So I think it's clearly the right thing to do. And I think the LP Field, the Titans did a great job with the work there. And I should publicly thank you all for Field Day. And it's coming up. Everybody should sign up for it, for kids of all ages. And the Titans will be there on the field to help people get in shape. And actually, I was at Polestar. So and Polestar's convention's coming to Nashville next year.
That's pretty exciting.
And it was very good to be there when Bridgestone was nominated in so many categories, and sort of a recognition of how well things are going there. I mean, I know that you have been very successful in filling that place up, and did very well during the lockout too, of keeping business going.
Yeah, it's the best year we've ever enjoyed. And I
That's
think
great.
It's a coincidence, because as the relationship grows, so does the business. So thank you.
And Monica, I appreciate the reflections on Emmett. I think clearly we all mourn his loss, and he was a good friend, great Nashvilleian, loved the city, and I think he really loved working for the Sports Authority. It was a good fit for him. Rich, you have any?
Well, since we're giving out law and all that, just let me just say, I've had the opportunity to go to a lot of Sports Authority meetings over the last year.
And we're always glad to see you when it's a money
And they're
issue.
also, and they say that the authority itself is I think is doing an outstanding job as an authority in terms of their responsibilities and support for it. They ask good questions. They're involved in a lot of different aspects. And so I just want to thank Chairman for your role, and the rest of the other members of Sports Authority. They take their job serious, and they've done, I think, an outstanding job in guiding the buildings and sort of providing the oversight for the two franchises that sort of operate the buildings. And I think it's a good partnership all the way around that seems to be working, from my perspective, very, very well for the city.
I was going to thank you too, JD.
Thank you.
Johnny, come on.
You know, it's basketball tournament time. Back to the point about both your venues doing well, and I was flipping through and watched a little bit of a women's basketball game, and there was a plug on there. You know, it's not too early to buy your tickets to the Final Four in Nashville next year. And it occurred to me that that's a year away.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And Margaret and I don't know how many are going down for the Final Four this year, so that they can be well
so they can
prepared for
prepare
next
it,
year.
Right.
Yeah, it is a year.
It's a year. I mean, it's a year away.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were working on trying to get it here. Yeah. Well, thank you all, and JD, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Just, playoffs would be good for that.
What's your playoff prediction again? You told us the other night. Go ahead and go on the record with it.
I will quote someone else.
Oh.
Someone, very bright man, predicted that we go 12-5-1 our last 18 games. And since that prediction was made, what's our record?
3-0.
3-0. So it got a lot easier. I think we may improve upon that 12-5-1. So it's nice to be coming in here on a winning streak.
Yeah.
Walter, do you have any predictions you want to make?
We'll have a winning season.
Good.
Right, good.
A lot of new acquisitions.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Certainly will improve the team. So far, just a matter of Jake getting well and doing what he does best.
Good.
We're looking forward to it.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.